Alright everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name is Odum, and let's just jump right into today's topic. And we're dealing again with stream improvements, and today we're going to do a little bit of work to kind of create a template for a presentation that we're going to be able to use here when we're live streaming, which I think will be kind of nice whenever we're wanting to tell a story or whatever the case may be. Having a presentation would be good. Now, so I've just started using Figma kind of as a tool that you can actually use for making presentations, getting out of using Microsoft PowerPoint or Keynote or whatever the case may be, Google Slides. And the one question that I do have is, what resolution is best for presentations? Usually we'll just do regular like 1920 by 1080, right? For a 16 by 9 presentation. But does it need to be like in 4K? So that's what I'm kind of curious about. So, because how we're going to be using it is just like we're full screen here. Well, let's just try something. So let's create, I just want to create a frame here and presentation. Right. So, yeah, because I have this one slide here that's 4K. So I'm not sure if that's overkill or not, but let's put in some, or actually I already have, oh shoot, I thought I had this open. Pixel, I need logos. Open this file location. Okay. So we actually want the pixel logo. Let's bring that in there. Okay. So let's just put in some dummy text here. Welcome to Pixels live stream presentation deck, like template. And what size? Oh, don't know. 24. I actually purchased this font yesterday because I really liked it and I want to use it, and I think it's going to be better for me than Articulate, which has some issues. What is it called? It's called Nexa. Yeah, I like this way. Yeah, very much liking this font. All right. So center that there. Okay, so this would be an example of a slide. So I just want to export this to see what it's going to look like when we go full screen here, because this monitor is also 4K, but I guess the way the stream is streaming out at 1920. Or what am I streaming out as? I don't know. I really don't know. Kevin, howdy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What does it say? What I'm streaming at? Stream settings. Ultra low latency. Does not support closed caption or 1440 or 4K. So I'm definitely not streaming in 4K then. I don't know. I think I'm 1920. Anyways. So. Right. Okay. So we'll take this slide and let's export this as a PDF. Let's save it on the desktop. Let's just say, I don't know, just demo slide. Okay. And if I'm going to be doing a presentation or whatever, like on the stream, I will just basically go into full screen mode, just something like this. So how does that look? Does that look like crisp? That looks pretty good, barring some sizing issues or what have you. But it looks pretty decent. I mean, it looks good on my OBS. Is it looking blurry on the stream? It's hard to tell. Hard for me to tell from here. I feel like it's okay. Let me get Yeah, it feels good. Okay, so let's exit out of this. So yeah, so let's continue. Do I want to save changes? No. So we'll keep it at, oh, it does look bad. So the text is somewhat pixelated. Okay, well, let's try the 4K version and see, yeah, because we don't want that. We definitely don't want it to look pixelated. Even though we are pixels. So let's copy this, move this over. Maybe we could, I guess maybe we can just double it, something like that. Okay, and then we'll take this, copy this over as well. Okay, so let's take this slide and export this as well. Export as PDF. Intro slide, whatever, 4K. Okay. Oh, you can export as 2x? Oh, that might be... I didn't know you could do that. I probably didn't see it. So how does this one look? So yeah, when you export it, try it at 2 times the resolution. Yeah, that's probably... I guess Figma is... Well, is it vector-based? I guess it maybe depends on what you actually have in there. To me, like on my screen, it doesn't look any different. But if it looks better for you watching it, then that would be ideal to have that. Anyways, Kevin, if you could let me know what it looks like, I would appreciate that. And maybe, I wonder too if it matters, like once, like if the video gets processed or what have you. I don't know if it, well, I guess I know when you upload a video to YouTube, it takes a little bit for it to process and to do whatever it needs to do in order to get out at, 4K or 1080p or whatever. So you think it looks better? Okay, cool. So that's good. So maybe instead of worrying about what resolution and exporting out at different resolutions or whatever, we'll just create in 4K. I mean, it doesn't really matter. What issues could there be? Yeah, I don't even know what issues there could be, unless it just eats up too much memory. But that's not too big of a deal, I don't think. Okay. So, yeah, so I purchased this font yesterday, and it's actually really frustrating because the only reason I bought this font, let me see if I can, I think it was from my fonts. Yeah. So I don't know if any of you guys can help out about this. So I bought this font here, Nexa, because I really, really loved, they have this variant, I guess, with this, the descender on like the G and the Y. It's just flat here. And I absolutely am digging this style and this font. So I bought it for this reason, but for whatever the reason is, it's like some type of variant or something like that where it's not part of the default package. So like if I look at the fonts, like I look at Nexa here, I have the Nexa and Nexa Text because I bought the whole family. And, there's all of these different versions. I mean, they're just the thickness, but it doesn't change the actual, like the style for the different fonts. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm explaining it correctly, but, I think Figma doesn't do glyphs. Yeah, but it's the font itself then that has to have the glyph though, doesn't it? But anyways, I emailed them to say like, hey, how the hell do you do this to use them? Because, that's the whole reason why I bought the damn font. It's not cheap. It's like $250 for the whole family or something like that. So very frustrating that it's not just, this is maybe my, like I don't really buy fonts very much. I just get them usually from Adobe, but since I'm moving away from Adobe, I don't want to pay them the monthly fees anymore. I just wanted to buy a couple fonts just so I have a few different things in my, in my repertoire as a designer. So anyways, very, very frustrating. Okay. Anyways, enough about that. Let's make, our slides here. So I have this intro slide. So I kind of have an idea. Well, I mean, what is my idea? So maybe actually before I build an intro slide, I think we should, hang on, let's delete this slide here. I kind of want to set out just maybe like a general layout and just start thinking about how I want this to look in general. And so this is really going to be, I haven't done any pre-planning or anything like that before starting this live stream. So this is pretty raw in terms of trying to figure out what's going to be a good design. I mean, I have an idea in my mind of how I want things to look, but so, right. And I was thinking as well too, a lot of people do, because my stream itself is pretty much like, if you look at how my setup and what the stream is, when I'm talking like this, say it's just whatever, talking head video, it's pretty dark and it's going to remain pretty dark. But I think what I want to do for the video or for the presentation, so when I do go into presentation mode, that I want the slides to be pretty bright. So I think I'm going to have the white background with black text. I was thinking of having black text with white text, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do that. And then also if I have the picture in picture, it might not be clear as to where my picture begins and where the presentation ends. I don't know. I don't know. That's just my thought process right now. I might change that, but I think having something that's light to juxtapose the dark, I think would be kind of nice. Okay. So having the name up at the top, I don't know what the sizing should be here, because I don't want it to be too big. And then we want to have, definitely need to have, say, just the page number. So that's something that's important. Let's just have a random number and we'll just throw that at the bottom for now. So we're just going to go through things here one at a time. So at the bottom, we're definitely going to have social media callouts. So let's just say, I don't even know what the Twitter handle is going to be, but so that's something there. And I think we want to have, no, it's not .com, it's .ca. So we want the website, we want the handle. Is there anything else that we want? Oh, this is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this is live streaming, right? So it's not Pixel. I don't think it's Pixel at all. It's unconventional mindset. I think that's what it is. And I think having a nice little divide line would be nice as well. So let's create that. What size should it be? I think the canvas is, what is the canvas for HD? It's like 3820, I think. 3840. 3840. I think that's what it is. Because it's 1920 times 2, which is 3840. Right. So so if we get 32, what's the difference there? 20, that's 220. It's 320 per side. Yeah, that's not bad. feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger. Let's go 3400 and center that. Yeah, that looks good. Let's give it, don't know quite yet about colors, but we don't want it to be too dark. Let's throw a little bit of blue in there, just a touch. Something like this, something like this. This number comes in, actually. And let's line these up. And let's just call this a divider. And Shift G. No, that's not what we want. Control Shift G. Now, how do you group things? What is the code for grouping? Control G. There we go. Okay. And the date. We also do want to have the date. And where should the date go? So today is the 10th, April 2024. I think that maybe in the top corner might look nice. I do want to get my dashes in there, which I love. So that's also going to be yellow. Actually going to be pretty difficult to see, isn't it? I'll have to see how we're going to accent those to kind of bring in that kind of that yellow color that we're going to be having all throughout our live stream, especially with our animations. Yeah, that's not too bad. One thing that I'm not liking here is this information. I'm wondering if it'll be better if it's all kind of compressed kind of on one side. Because there might be something where, you know, this could be Twitter, but there could also be, you know, another thing here where it's YouTube, you know, .com. .com/ right, multiple links. I don't know if it looks better on the bottom like that. Yeah, then we get out of alignment with this 4 here. I'll have to think on that, see what we think looks better. So this would essentially be, I know this is very minimal, but it's very much kind of my style. And it's definitely going to be the whole style of everything that we're going to be publishing in the unconventional mindset. And, you know, obviously as the stream goes, you know, it's pretty minimal in the style. So it fits and I like it. But we're just going to have to see how things are going to look when there's content in it and the different types of pages that we're going to have. And they're going to be very, very minimal and very straightforward. So let's kind of see how something could look with a title. So as an example, just something that's off the top of my head, say, things I've learned after doing 300 live streams. Okay, so I have to get a nice big bold font for this because this would be like a really huge, you know, heading, right? Because this would be like for the title as an example. Is there a way to save a whole slide as, I don't even know how you describe it, but a whole frame as almost like a component, I guess, where if you update, you know, like if I move this around, it's going to change all the other slides. Like if I want to set this up as, you know, the template for how every other frame is going to be, you know, positioned, you know, and if I change this, it's going to change everything. Can you do that in Figma? Let me head on to Google. Let's see. Can you create a component from a frame in Figma? Create components in bulk. I mean, convert to section, frame, ungroup. It does say create component. So you can, so that's kind of cool. So if I can create this as a component, and if I then duplicate it, now I have this whole frame. I mean, it doesn't look like a frame, but it says it's a frame. Like if I, can I even update this? I guess I can because it's an instance. Okay, perfect. But let's see if I do anything here. Ah, this is awesome. So it is, I can set like a default. Perfect. So that is really, really cool. I'm loving this. All right. It's fantastic. It's basically like in PowerPoint if you're making like master slides. All right, that's awesome. All right, that is awesome. Okay, so for this one, oh, this is weird though, because it's like I can't put this in here. Do I have to? Or if I created a frame, if I create a new frame, that's 3840 by, what is it, 1920? No. 1080 times 2. if I create this as a frame, what if I put this into the frame? Can I do that? Looks like I can, except I can't see it. There we go. So that's kind of cool. I already have intro, but that's okay. We'll create another one. Where's this part? Oh, it's all the way over here. Let's throw it in here. Okay. So I'm thinking a nice long, but a very thick font. But that's also very tight. So let's see what we got. What does Nexa look like? This one, if I can bring this in a little bit. And we basically want it to be all caps. Yeah, so I'm not loving this. This is not what I had it. I'm thinking of like, is it like Bebas? Bebas? I'm not sure how to pronounce that font. Do I have it here? I do. Yeah, something like this. That looks, oh, that's not going to make the font bigger. Does that make the font bigger? How do I? I wonder if there's something that's even like super long. You know, that has a really good X height. Or is that Y? I don't know what it's called. Ooh, tip. I like tips. Use scale or press K to increase font size. Oh, that's handy. So, and then when you exit out of that, does that just increase the font size itself? Because if I go back and I press K again, it's just at one time. It's just one times whatever it is. And then if I do that, then it goes to 288. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Thanks for the tip. Appreciate that. It'd be nice. There's no, I guess you can't even use like, I guess you can use up down arrows when you're actually in here. And just kind of hold shift up down. Oop. Ooh, so once you press K, it activates the scale, and then you can drag the bounding box to size it, which is kind of nice. It's like they make lots of different ways for you to do things. And then now if I drag, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. I don't even have to hold down shift. So that's pretty good. I wonder if you press the middle, it scales from the middle. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we're actually really going to have to play around with typography around here, because I'm noticing right now there's 3 different fonts and it's giving me a huge headache. It's just not good at all. I mean, Pixel itself, it's more like a logo, so I'm not too worried about that, but what if I close this for a second? Maybe too much. Something like this. Oh. Yeah, that's not too bad. Is there a way to, like, what is this play thing? If I present, let's see if I can present that. How do I go to the next page? Okay, how do I fit to screen? Okay, it's not quite the presentation mode, but actually, you know what I need to do is I need to leave a spot so that I got to think about a certain percentage of the screen being blocked out because that's where I'm going to put my face. So what I mean by that is if I go here, like there's going to be a spot somewhere over here, kind of where I'm dragging my whole face. Like that's where I'm going to be. And yeah, and there might be some other text as well too that's under my face. And I might make this nicer. I'll probably put it like around like a circle or a square. Yeah, something like that. We'll find a nice way to present myself, but okay, let's put you back there. But yeah, that doesn't look so bad. I think the text is pretty clear, pretty big, pretty easy to read. So that's good. Okay, I'll get out of here. How do I get out? Nope. Restarts. No, that just goes back to the home page. This is much better. Now it's actually full screen. So I could even run this thing straight from within Figma. I don't even have to export it. That would be kind of cool. Okay, but how do I get out of this? I want to stop presenting. Oh, it's right here. It opens up like a whole new tab. That's kind of cool. So I guess if you're presenting even within Figma, then I would imagine there's a way to have like animations and interactions and stuff like that, which is totally cool. Super powerful. So Kevin, do you use Photoshop? Are you a big Photoshop guy, or have you been? And would you say that if you are or were, has Figma kind of completely replaced Photoshop for you? I guess if you were never using Photoshop to like make web elements and stuff, that might not really be relevant. Because yeah, I don't think people have been using Photoshop for web design for a long time now. It's really more for obviously like photo manipulation. Yeah, I only know how to use Figma. Yeah, I know, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just on my hunt to get rid of my Adobe subscription. And I'm trying to think if I can live without Photoshop or not. And yeah, like Photoshop is a big thing. Lightroom, I have Capture One. That's not a problem. Fusion is replacing, or like Fusion that's within DaVinci Resolve is going to be replacing After Effects. Adobe Audition is something that I really use quite a bit, especially when I was doing podcast stuff. So, because the actual audio interface within DaVinci Resolve was just like so like overwhelming for me. I'm like, I don't want to learn this. So maybe I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet with that. But I do like Adobe Audition, so that was nice. So I know there's some free stuff as well too, like Cubase and Audacity or Audacity. I think it's called Audacity. Anyways, sorry, my brain just totally went off on this whole new tangent of thinking about how to replace Adobe here. Okay. Yeah, because Figma is just turning out to be such a powerful tool. And if I'm finding that I'm using it a whole lot more than I'm using Adobe, then that's really good. Okay, so now let's think about just like a general text for for a page. So I'm going to put this is the title for the slide. No, yeah, I can't do that. Font. This is going to be let's go here. Let's kind of keep things the same. Actually, just as typed, which is fine. Bring this down considerably. Oh. No, I feel like it needs to be even bigger because the text is going to be pretty big. 200 might be too much. Maybe 150. And generally, we might just have bullet points here. Learning how to video edit. And 2. Building templates is fun and exciting. 3. Figma is very rewarding. Okay. How come we're not getting good spacing in here? Oh, geez, you have to go really high. Oh, maybe because I'm doing probably pixels. And I think what we can do, let's add a little bit of personality to our title slide here. And we'll use our little /. Oh, let's go 150. No, even bigger than that. 200. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Do we need to add any other dividing lines to break apart the top heading and the header from the rest of the body? I don't know. So what I mean by that is if we go back to here, we have this divider. If we copy this and bring it up here to the top, doesn't quite feel right. It kind of feels like things are kind of smushed in. I feel like it's making the text like harder to breathe. If that makes any sense. Yeah, this opens it up a whole lot more. Yeah, I don't want to close it up. So this is better. But there's definitely something missing here. Can't put my finger on it. That's okay. Let's keep working away here. Is there a way? Resources. Can we do animations in Figma? I feel like there's probably a way to do animations in Figma. Smart animate layers between frames. Ooh, so yeah. Ooh. Kevin, you're saying you can under the prototype tab, but you need a paid account. So I do have a paid account, but do I need like an even higher paid account? Let's see, under prototype, right? So that's this. So running your prototype. So can it just be an interaction? So open overlay, scroll to open link, set variable, close overlay. Like I'm just wondering if you can, if I can animate the position, right? If you can animate any of these things, well, I guess specifically it would be like animating this. So that way, when you're loading the presentation, that it just kind of comes in and then the title comes in. This is definitely getting into the weeds here, but I'm just kind of, yeah, okay, don't want to present now. Interactions, scroll behavior. Fixed. Yeah. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Not too critical to what we want. I wonder if this looks better on the closing side. Because in our animations that we built yesterday in Resolve, it starts out with the bar here, and then it swooshes onto the side, and then it reveals the text, and then it ends here on the right side of the text. So maybe this actually would be better. But then you might run into issues when, well, I'm thinking if you have your title that's really long and it's on two lines, then how's that going to look? This is the title. This is a very long title for this particular slide to see how it looks. And if we go here, yeah, definitely gonna lower the line height for a little bit. Maybe 125. And then where do we take this? I guess we can just take it even just like this. It wouldn't go bad, or doesn't look bad like that, but what if this is a little bit smaller and then this is on this end side? Yeah, this is where it starts to look a little bit cramped, especially when it's on here ending at this G. So it doesn't particularly look that great. So maybe have, oops, I always pick the wrong thing. Okay, grab this thing, now move it. So maybe having it at the start is better. Well, I'm not feeling this either. Oh, excuse me. So what I do know for my slides is that when I'm going to be making these presentations, they're going to be, you know, they're not going to be flashy. They're literally just going to be probably bullet points or just text, just kind of taking part in the middle of the page. And like, I'm not going to be making presentations that are what you would normally expect to see in like a PowerPoint presentation or keynote or what have you, in the sense that it's just for a live stream. It's not me in person showing stuff to an audience where I might want to have more visuals or what have you. That being said, it depends. There could be some stuff that I want to throw in there, but I think that'd be fewer and far in between. Yeah. So let's maybe do a quick, like an actual example of what something that we could potentially be looking at. So we'll say like review of last week's like marketing. Say that that's what we're going to talk about. And I might say something about, you know, so say we spent, you know, $250 on Google AdWords. Or is it just Google Ads? Yeah. And then we could say we got whatever, 100 clicks, which turned into, you know, like 5 customers, whatever. It's just making up stuff here. And then we could say, you know, launched 2 new YouTube videos. And then a third one would be published 3 LinkedIn blog posts. I feel like this title, yeah, it's too big. It's too much in your face. I think that's the problem. I think I just want to focus on the content. So what if we, I think we need to just seriously just tone it down quite a bit. This can be toned down as well. I think we can take it something like this. Yeah, that's much better. This would be sample ordered list. So like marketing activities. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, and it leaves me lots of space here on this left-hand side, or sorry, I should say the right-hand side. I think it's the right-hand side, even if you're viewing it. Yeah, on the right-hand side. So that way, that's where my face is going to go. That's where some other things, some other stream-specific display elements might be displayed on. So I think that works nicely. Yeah, the only thing that we need to consider now is just like some font choices and things like that. And maybe kind of think about what we can do to maybe clean up this bottom here. It would be really good if I can have something ready for you guys for tomorrow and I could just do like a little bit of a trial run with this. But we definitely need to nail down our fonts first. Things I've learned after doing, Actually, I think let's go unconventional mindset. What we got in this folder? Okay, we have something here. Open this file location. Ooh, maybe here. Can I delete this without too much of a fuss here? Oh, that changes the whole look completely. Wow, that's amazing. I should probably take the time to do an actual logo as opposed to this thing that I just bought online somewhere for like 20 bucks. Yeah, might have to work on that. Yeah, it's a much different look. Much different look. Okay, what else do we need to... What else do we need to do for this? Can we actually make... can you dynamically update text fields with numbers? Like you can definitely do that in InDesign where you can have every page you make just gets ordered, just gets numbered automatically depending on what page it is. I wonder if you can do that in Figma. So let's go here. Figma auto create like page numbers. Let's see what that says. Automatically add page numbers to the selected frames based on frame position. Yes, that's what we want. Auto page number. Let's plugin. Yeah, why can't this just be native? Automatically add page numbers to the selected frames in Figma based on frame position. Run auto number plugin. Voila. Added option, choose between column-wise and row-wise numbering. A component instead where the first element generated is the parent. I'll try to do that before the new year. Ooh, so that's not even done. Okay, interesting. A component instead where the first element generated is the parent. Yeah, that would be really nice. Do we want to try to do this? How do we... Let's see. Let's open this in Figma, I guess. Join Figma for free. Wait, I'm already... What the hell? I already have an account. Open in... Unconventional presentation. Yes. So what do I need a page number for? Well, I'm just thinking if I'm going, like this is going to be created as a template. And if I'm going to create a presentation, it would just be nice to auto generate the page number. Oh, but like, what do you need a page number for? I guess it just gives an idea of like where you are in the presentation. Yeah, I guess it's not really necessary. It's a good point. Do I really need one? I mean, obviously the point of a page number is to tell you what page you're on, but does that really matter in a presentation? That's a good point. That's a good point. So what do you think? Do you think I guess basically what you're saying is just kind of scrap the page number. Skip it. I kind of like it though. That's it. I guess that, but that's just that I like it. Well, if we do skip it, so let's take a look at our layout here. So no page number. I guess then we could just take the actual website because I think that's the most important thing. And put that down there. And then maybe every other social media can be laid down here on this side. And for, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that, having the web URL there better than the page number. So good call. Thanks, Kevin. Okay. I'll bring this down. 150 pixels up from the bottom. And let's look at yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm not liking this corner here. I don't know if it's because, I think it's because I don't know what's going to be here at the bottom. And the way that this is laid out, just like this Twitter handle and then this here, it's not consistent. So I need to find a better way to kind of display those things. But again, how much of that do I even need to have? I don't think I need to have that much. Again, too, because I only have there's only two things. There's Twitter and then YouTube. That's it. It'd be nice to have icons, but the X icon is just so hideous that I don't really want to put it on anything. But yeah, maybe we should do that. David, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. What is Figma? Well, this is the program right here, and it is I don't even know what you would call it, like a prototyping tool, or just a tool that allows you to. Oh man, I don't even know what. Let's see what Figma actually says it is. What does it call itself? I'm logged in. It's not giving me the. How you design, align, and build matters. Do it together with Figma. Yeah, it's basically a tool for designers to, you could build layouts for websites, and when I'm using it to build actually templates for presentation, it's just like a nice design tool. I don't know. That's the best I can describe it. But it's pretty powerful. I like it. No, so basically something like HTML and CSS. No, not quite. Well, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up here. I don't even know how. So yeah, it's literally like, almost think of it as, I don't know. It's like InDesign meets. I don't even know. Even InDesign would even be a good comparison. It's really like a design, like I said, it's a design prototyping tool. So it's laying out everything like on a website or a web page, but you're kind of designing it, but you're not using code. You're just using design elements, layers, text, and all that kind of stuff. Then you're just kind of putting things together. So, yeah. And then you can export it as code into like WEBFLOW and stuff like that, I think anyways. Actually, no, I know that you can, but I don't know if you can get the actual code or not, but yeah. I'm pretty new to Figma myself, because I've been using old school. I was using Photoshop to do my web layouts and things like that. And then some people on here, Kevin especially, kind of helped poke me in the direction of using Figma because it's just way better. And it's a really cool tool. Just a really cool design tool. Okay. So I like the look of this, except for this here at the bottom. But maybe we can try. Let's grab a couple icons here. Here's our YouTube icon. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Maybe even a little bit bigger. There, that's not bad. So we have this, and where's the icon? Let's put that Shift A. Let's put that in a frame. And let's center everything here and change the spacing between. Maybe let's put it at 20 pixels. Yeah, this doesn't line up nicely either with this font. Look at that. It says it's aligned, but it's not. I think that has to do with the font. Well, it definitely has to do with the font. That's annoying. That's the stuff that I hate. That drives me crazy. Okay, and then we have, where's Twitter? Or X. Here we go. And go to 60. And we'll go Twitter over here and then put that in the frame. Twitter and YouTube. Again, I think, there we go. Space in between. That might be not enough. There we go. Align them. There, that's not bad. That actually doesn't look too bad. I don't mind that. Yeah, the red actually gives it just a little bit of touch of color, which is kind of nice. Now I'm just trying to think if there's any other kind of page that I'm going to want. You know, so we have an intro. And then we have just the straight. There's still something wrong about this. I think it's the font. The font's not feeling it. Again, this isn't the font that I wanted to have anyways. I do remember that. That's not what I bought, but it's an issue for me. But other than that, is that the only thing that's bothering me? I think it's how I'm using this little accent piece here. Our little animated swipey guy. I'm still not sure if I should have it this way. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's better, but I'm not sold. Okay, what other page might I need? What other type of page? I don't think I need any other type of page, at least to make in terms of a template. Like if I just have this basic intro page, like the title and then the general layout, if I keep that the same, and then within this page that just has a title and all that is the same, I just kind of have my 3 different layouts, then away we go, because the text is just going to be changing in the middle for each slide, and then that's it. That's the only thing that's going to change. And then I could always just I can vary a little bit how I actually lay out the text depending on what it is that I'm talking about. Actually, maybe we can just do that real quick to just see what like a paragraph or just actual lines of text look like. Okay, so let's say overview of business finances, third quarter, whatever. And so in Q3, we managed to earn a total of, 50,000. Let me make it look like a real number. And 13 cents in a span of 2 months, in a span of maybe let's just say 56 days. And then maybe we do something like this and say we managed to okay, just dummy text, don't need to think too long. What's the word? I'm trying to look like we managed to trying to like a word of like getting clients. We managed to like procure clients or solidify or close. Oh, close. We managed to close the deal on 3 new client projects, which we have quoted out an estimate of $100,000 each. Acquire gain. Yeah, no, that's a good one. Those are good ones. Yeah, we managed to acquire 3 new clients. But anyways, just sample text. But thanks, I appreciate that. 130%. Needs a little more space. Okay, and then this. Again, we're probably, I'm not sure exactly what the size is going to be. Why is this? Oh, did I hit enter? Definitely didn't want to do that. Managed to close the deal on 3 new client projects. Blah blah blah. Good. No. Actually, not auto. We should just have it set to the same thing. Just 100 and is it 50%? Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I mean, this will be exactly the kind of stuff that I'm going to be presenting. One last thing could be just for like bullet points, could be 50% revenue from client work, 43% revenue from pixel pieces, and 7% revenue from affiliate marketing. Right, I just have something like this. You need a chart. Yeah, that's no, that's a really good point. For something like that, you'd probably put that in a chart. For sure. That would make more sense. Yeah. But I think for that, I'm not going to create it today. I think it would just be something to create when you know what, that would probably, I wouldn't even create that in Figma. I'd probably create that in like Excel or something like that. And then just export the image and then plot it into Figma. Because I don't think Figma can take those calculations and spit out something very easily. Just use some kind of MATLAB or something like that, or statistical program to do that kind of stuff. Even Microsoft PowerPoint does it pretty good, but I think they just take stuff from Excel anyway. So you just get like an Excel chart or whatever, and it just kind of creates it for you. But yeah, that's actually really good. note, create charts when dealing with like numbers. Well, like charts and graphs, and yeah, for sure. Especially because I definitely would love to do something, a recap of actual like business finances and how things are going, and just an overview, not of the actual books, but just high level overviews of like how the company's doing. And I don't know what else would, I don't know right now what to say about that, but just some type of discussions on what it's like to manage the finances of companies so that other people can actually learn from, stuff that I'm doing and, mistakes that I've made or what I've learned in terms of how to even manage finances. Because it gets pretty complicated when you're thinking about like with corporations and taxes and all this kind of stuff. Like it's, that's why we have to get accountants and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of annoying sometimes. What else? Is there anything else that I'm missing? I think I'm good. I think just having this, like this specific general layout is good. So I have this general layout, and then I could even make, I don't know if I want to make this intro into a component because it's just really this thing here. And just the text. I think what we can do is have a set of standards for what the text, like the size of the text, the line height of the text, and the difference in spacing between text elements. Because we probably want to keep that consistent too. But then again, it could be different depending on like how much text is in on each page. So I don't know if we want to standardize that or just make it flow depending on what content needs to go inside each slide. I'm not sure what the best approach is going to be. But if it is going to be something where, we want to make, kind of rules and have this thing more consistent, let's just call this one just sample, just regular paragraph text. So standards for adding text elements. Don't let great be the enemy of good. Yeah. I think you figure out as you go what else you need. Yeah, for sure. I like that. That makes a whole lot of sense. So just think, just layout, simple notes on font, sizing, and spacing. That's it. And we'll know as an example, we already know. And even if we're copying and pasting, everything's going to be the same too. If you already have a default like text, if we copy this slide, it's just going to be there. So our line height is say 100%. And we know also spacing between line items, I guess we'll call it layers, 100 pixels. And say regular font, not regular, like default text size, say 75. And then titles, are they 100? Not sure what they are. Yeah, 100. And then small text, whatever. Say if there's something else that's going to be small, maybe it's 50. And what are these guys? These are 48. Something like that. Okay. So I'm liking it. Okay, so the one thing that I need to do, and this is going to take me a little bit to kind of think about this, and I don't want to bore you guys to tears with this, is just figuring out what the fonts are going to be and deciding on the font for the title and then just the font for the text, because those are going to be basically, well, actually, I don't know if they're going to be the same. We'll see. So figure out the fonts. But I like this. This is super clean. It's super minimal. It's kind of all I want. And I think it's going to work really, really well. So yeah. So that's it. So what did we do? Okay. So just very quickly here before I go, I just want to recap quickly in my mind here so I can make sure that I'm on the right track. So a couple days ago, we did the elements that are going to be displayed on the screen. And it's actually really cool. If you see this, I could actually show what I was working on a little bit yesterday. It might be hard to see. So let me actually, I don't think there's any, I have to do it on this screen. So if I show this, you can see this, it's kind of appearing over my head. Actually, what I can do is if I, hang on a second. If I go to Visual Studio, is it here? I think it is. I think it's here. Right. So we have the timer. Right. So I just created this page. It's just a straight HTML page, and I'm just calling to it from OBS. And if I go here, so you can see right here that this is a timer. So all I need to do is just style this in the look that I want to have. And we're going to have a countdown timer on the bottom over here where it's going to be counting down how long I've been working on a specific project or whatever. So I'm super pumped about that. So yeah, all those things were kind of, I made some of them. Actually, we kind of outlined all of them, and it's just actually making the actual pieces for that. So that's good. So all our overlays are going to be done. And yesterday we did the animation for the callouts. So those ones, I just need to build a couple of them. And you just need to finalize those. And then we're also today working on the actual presentation. So I'm going to take all that stuff. I got all the frameworks. I just got to tighten everything up, put everything together into one nice cohesive theme, I guess, and then we'll have our new theme for the stream, which I'm really looking forward to. It's probably going to be ready, I would imagine, on Monday, once everything is kind of worked out and cleaned up. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. I'll probably do all that stuff off screen because it's kind of really boring and tedious stuff to really kind of really nitpick all the little design things that usually take me too long to do. And then tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I know there's a project that I want to work on that is going to be using the Ghost theme. And I wonder if, I should stream about building something in Ghost, because it's a little bit different than what we've done before, because we obviously stuck pretty much to WEBFLOW. So I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. If seeing me build something in Ghost is interesting to you, let me know, because would be actually kind of hand coding something, which would be kind of nice, and not doing something in WEBFLOW. So, but anyways, we'll see. Yep. That's all I got for today. I'm not going to drag on any longer. Thank you so much for joining. Much appreciated. Kevin, appreciate your support as always. Thank you so much. And David, welcome to the stream. I think was this the first time I've seen you here? I think I don't know. The name sounds familiar, but anyways, thank you for joining. And everyone, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new stream.